Hi there. So this is part two of our tutorial on the Safarnama web authoring tool. Picking up from where we were before, where we just created this training test experience. And we're in Cork because that's where I am at the moment. But what I thought I'd do, just to give you a sense of what we're doing, is team this up with the Cork Memory Map project, which is this is their living map, and they have lots of interesting locations here with little audio recordings and oral history and transcripts. And in many ways, it replicates the kind of format we're trying to reproduce in the app. In fact, they have a web friendly version of this. So rather than giving a shout out to the Cork memory map, this also uses Neatline for Omeka, which is the same as our website. So it's something I'm familiar with, hence why I've picked it. But basically, I've downloaded a couple of things from this story called Having to Buy Milk for the First Time. And it basically shows you how we can reproduce this in the app. And it's a similar kind of idea where they've got media items. So there's like a picture, there's something to pop out, a little caption, and an audio recording. And we're going to basically do the same thing here. So this is where it is on their map. So I'm going to try and find the same place on my map, which I believe is about there. And what we're going to do is create a location. Yep, there it is, Shin A, the pub. So it's right next to it. So it's right there. So what we're going to do now is create a location. So to do that, what do? So we want a story about milk, buying milk for the first time. So there's nothing on here at the moment. All an experience really is a bunch of locations with media on them. You would prepare it somewhere else, like put it together on your desktop, put it together, get all your audio labeled nicely so you know what you're doing. You can even, as we'll see, you can even upload text files of the text, the captions for things if you want. But basically what I'll show you is the whole thing now. So you go create. Now, what we're going to have to do is a few things. We're going to have to name it. So we're going to call it the same thing. We're going to call it buying milk for the first time. And now the next important thing, this is the name of the location. What type of location is it? Well, there's a bunch of default ones for Safarnama. It could be one of these, but we could say that it is a story. This is one of the icons, these colored ones, which are very welcome to use, were ones that past and present created. There's more. You can also make your own items, give it a name, upload an icon if you can find a nice icon set that suits you. But you're also very welcome. You can have your own custom icons, whatever you want. Safarnama doesn't care; it's agnostic about what icons you use. I would suggest that they should be made as icons. Originally, these ones were custom, like ones we downloaded. So essentially, we've got buying milk for the first time, and it's a story. Now, it won't let us create it yet because it doesn't have a location. So what we're going to have to do now is click on the map. There we go. So that's the location. What's this circle? Well, this circle is what's called a trigger zone. And it basically means that when you're done on the app on Safarnama, once you're done with Safarnama and you're on the Port Places app, you might be walking along Camden Place here, and you'll go into this circle and you'll get a pop-up on your phone, and it will say, oh, there's a story about buying milk for the first time near you, and you'll know that it's nearby. So this trigger zone is basically, you can make it bigger, you can make it smaller, but that's what it is essentially. And you can't create an item until you've made a trigger zone. Importantly, we're going to talk in our third video about media. I'm not going to get into that yet because we haven't done that, but that will be in the next video. So now we go create. And we've made our first location. Now, last point, something very important, is you might be in your location once you've made it, and you might accidentally click somewhere else. Oh no, the location is in the wrong place. Fret not. Don't press save at this point or you will change the location. Simply go back and it will go back to the way it was before.